All right, let's talk about something huge. Today, we're diving into Artemis II, the incredible mission that means humanity is finally, officially, back on its way to the moon.
I mean, think about it. For over 50 years, more than half a century, no human has journeyed out into deep space, out towards the moon.
Well, that long, quiet wait?
It's over. Okay, so let's get right into it. What exactly was this Artemis II mission, and how did it really signal our big return?
So, here's the top-level view. Artemis II was a 10-day flight that took place in April of 2026. The main goal? To fly 4 astronauts all the way around the moon and bring them home safely. It was basically the ultimate test flight, our first real trip back into the cosmic neighborhood in a generation.
Now, it's super important to be clear about this. They didn't land on the moon, not this time. This mission was what they call a lunar flyby. In fact, they flew farther out beyond the moon than any human has ever gone before. See, this trip wasn't about the destination. It was all about proving we could master the journey.
And what a test it was. Seriously, this was no sightseeing tour. The crew pushed their spacecraft, the Orion, to its absolute limits. They tested every critical system: life support, long-range communications, navigation, you name it. But the biggest test of all? The re-entry. They had to prove the heat shield could survive hitting the atmosphere at nearly 25,000 miles an hour. The whole thing boiled down to one crucial question. Can we safely get to deep space, and more importantly, get back?
Of course, a machine, no matter how amazing, is only part of the story. The real heart of a mission like this is the people who strap themselves in for the ride. So, let's meet the pioneers of this brand new era.
On board Orion were 4 incredible astronauts: Commander Reid Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen. This was the crew chosen to write the next chapter of human spaceflight.
And this crew? They weren't just astronauts, they were history makers. Christina Koch became the first woman ever to fly on a mission to the moon. Victor Glover became the first black astronaut to make that journey. And Jeremy Hansen from the Canadian Space Agency became the very first non-American to travel so far from home. A truly historic crew for a truly historic flight.
So what's the big deal? Why does this one 10-day flight matter so much in the grand scheme of things? Well, because this wasn't just another flight. This was, in every sense of the word, a giant leap forward.
At its heart, Artemis II was all about proof. It proved our technology is ready and our astronauts are ready. You can think of it like the final, most important dress rehearsal before the main event. It was the test run that had to go right before we could even think about putting boots back on the moon.
And after that 10-day journey looping around the moon and heading home, the Orion spacecraft splashed down perfectly right on target in the Pacific Ocean. The mission was a total, unqualified success. It couldn't have gone better.
But here's the most exciting part. That successful splashdown wasn't an ending. Oh no, it was the beginning. The next stop is the lunar surface itself, and that's just a step on a much, much bigger journey, the path to Mars.
See, it's all part of a grander vision called the Artemis Roadmap. With the 2026 flyby in the bag, the next big step is Artemis III, which is aiming for around 2028. That's going to be the first time humans land on the moon in over 50 years. From there, the plan is to build a permanent base on the moon, a place to learn how to live and work off-world, all to prepare us for the ultimate goal, sending humans to Mars.
Which really brings it all home to this one massive, thought-provoking question. When you see these incredible things happening, when you see humanity reaching for the cosmos again with such purpose, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are we, right here, right now, are we the Mars generation?